All right, Gary, Jim, looking forward to that. There's Bobby Witt Jr. The big hit so far in the game tonight. 2-run home run in the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Tolbert came on to pinch run. He stays in center field. Be the top of the order for the Mets. Steven Cruz back out there for the 8th. And you know, Ron, we can talk all we want about the pitching and the bullpen and Brazoban in that inning, but the fact remains that the Mets offense has gone quiet yet again. Just 2 hits through the first 7 innings.
Yeah, what's different from other times, though, is that there haven't been a lot of opportunities. They had that one opportunity with the bases loaded. Pete got the walk, and then Vientos struck out the end of the inning.
You paid that much money to say that?
Nimmo lays off the 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Nimmo 0 for 2. Grounded out to first twice. Walked in the 3rd. And there's another ground ball to the right side, but this one sneaks through, just evading the outstretched arms of Nick Lofton, and the Mets have a leadoff base runner.
Well, good slider here from Cruz, but Nimmo found a hole, and maybe this is the inning for the Mets to make their comeback.
Francisco Lindor 1 for 3 with a single. It'll be Lindor, then Soto.
An old friend, Carlos Estevez, is up in the bullpen for the Royals. He's had a great year, great first half with the Royals. All-star.
All-star first half. I don't know if he would call the man at the plate an old friend. Carlos Estevez, the man who gave up the grand slam to Francisco Lindor in Game 4 against the Phillies last year in the playoffs.
An old acquaintance. How about that?
And it's 3-0. Salvador Perez calls time and goes out to have a word with his pitcher. Let's look at the Spectrum high-speed bats. Vinny Pasquantino's double in the 7th inning, 111.5 off the bat. Bobby Witt's double in the 1st, just about as fast.
Well, we documented how the 6th through 9 holes have had a tough time of late, having a tough time tonight. So really, this is where the Mets have to make hay right now.
The Fab Four looking to get it done again. And Lindor walked on 4 straight pitches, so the Mets now have the tying runs on base. Second big opportunity of the night for Juan Soto, who came up with the bases loaded in the 3rd. He struck out in that at bat. Takes a cutter for a strike. 0-1. Lays off the slider. Nimmo off second, Lindor off first, nobody out. Mets down by 2 in the 8th. That one just missed high, and it's 2-1.
Didn't have to call that pitch. I thought it was off the plate.
Jim Wolf takes his time, and Soto definitely didn't think that one was a strike. That's a big call there from 3-1 now to 2-2. See Soto choke up on the bat, get that front foot down.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider again. That one missed. A dilemma here for Cruz. That's why he walks off the back of the mound trying to figure out what he wants to throw here on this 3-2 pitch.
And he walked him. Went with the fastball. And now the Mets have loaded the bases. Nobody out for Pete Alonso. And that's going to do it. Steven Cruz will be coming out of this game after loading the bases. And Carlos Estevez on his way in. So how's this for symmetry? The last time Carlos Estevez faced the Mets was October 9th. Came on with the bases loaded in Game 4 of the NLDS. First batter he faced, Francisco Lindor, grand slam. Now Pete with an opportunity to do the same.
Starting to get like Gary Cohen memory. I'm a little afraid of you now.
You don't remember that one. What are you going to remember? Alonso swinging first pitch into right field. Going back is Pasquantino and just hits off the netting. Caglione, pardon me, not Pasquantino. Popped up. Taking a look is Perez, but it reaches the seats and the count 0-2.
That being said, Estevez has been outstanding for the Royals. 25 saves. He's been everything they've needed when they signed him as a free agent. There's a ball on the field in right field. Caglione takes care of it. But they're asking a lot of him tonight to be coming in here in the 8th.
The 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Got him with the high heat, and there's one down.
Well, we've had 2 hitters for the Mets now break their bat at the plate after striking out with the bases loaded. So the frustration certainly boiling over here for this Mets offense. Fastball up and away, threw it right by Pete. That lumber's no good.
Mark Vientos now 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts. Bases loaded, 1 out, Mets down by 2. Fastball clips the corner, 1-1. Estevez has been fantastic against both lefties and righties alike, but right-handers hitting just 164 with a 488 OPS. Two and two.
Well, he's come a long way. We remember when he first came up with the Rockies, you didn't know it was 50-50 whether he'd throw a strike or not. He's made himself into a dependable closer.
Vientos takes time. On Vientos into the right center field gap. That's down. That'll be extra bases, and that'll tie the game and maybe more. Being waved around third is Soto. Here comes the relay, the throw. Not in time. Soto with the go-ahead run. And the Mets take a 4-3 lead off a bases clearing double from Mark Vientos. Oh boy, did he need that one.
The young man with so many big hits in 2024 gets his first big hit in 2025. Down 1-2 to Estevez. After seeing a slider inside, Estevez came back with a slider, and it always seems that when Vientos gets a big hit, when he's struggling, it is to that right center field gap, and it pays off for him and his team.
Oh, imagine the sigh of relief that Vientos must be feeling right now. So frustrated earlier in the game that he broke his bat on the plate after a strikeout, and coming through with the biggest hit of the night in the 8th off one of the best relievers in Major League Baseball.
Now just add on. Keep it going. McNeil up now. Another base hit. So many sliders from Estevez. The biggest pitch he's thrown in this inning was a fastball that he struck out Pete with. Hasn't thrown that many of them, though.
Popped up. Pasquantino should have room, and he does.
Good jump from Soto from first base to score that go-ahead run. Keith's talked about this a lot. Soto might not be overly fast, but he runs the bases properly. He cuts the bases properly.
And you saw Brandon Nimmo there on his knees. Intentionally walking now, Ronnie Mauricio, to get to Hayden Sanger.
Vientos with a big hit. Sanger, I believe, hasn't had an RBI yet in his big league career. Could use one right here.
Big swing. 0-1. And it's 0-2.
Big breath there by Hayden Sanger. At this point in the at-bat, you're just trying to will yourself to make contact. Something good can come if you put the ball in play. You never know.
Swung on a miss, strike 3, and that'll retire the side. But Mark Vientos with the bases clearing double, and the Mets back on top 4-3.